Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Dustin Hopkins about set to get us started, and off we go from SoFi Stadium. D.D. Westbrook to return from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line. Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least. First down, Carr. He's got Mason complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way. Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part. Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game. Then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser at fullback and let him get the job done. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw is Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Allen, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Herbert. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the 50, here's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Herbert on 1st down now. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On second down, Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 59 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert, he's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
First down for Odell Beckham Jr. We can finally say it, partner. OBJ got his ring. Really fit in with the Rams once he got there and was invaluable in leading them to a Super Bowl victory. Suffered a knee injury in that game, but he's back and ready for an encore in 2022.
And he goes down, but not before getting this in. Inside the 25. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Down to the 42, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35. 5-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
Quick slant complete to OBJ.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Eckler now between the tackles. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Allen.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They snap it to Herbert. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
To throw, it's Carr. Flush to his right. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing again on second down. Carr escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big pickup of 38. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Here's Herbert. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Herbert. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Carr going to get this to Jacobs.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
25 yards there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Nasir Adderley that time making the tackle.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 5 now. Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Khalil Mack, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. To throw is Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Herbert going to throw. He's got Eckler.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Herbert to throw.
Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Throwing, Herbert. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? As you give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Second down, Jacobs once more on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Las Vegas,
they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.
You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact,